Hey guys, I'm Sean. I chose the Bears last week. They decided to lose. So today my name is Drunk. And we're going to go back to, well, I guess you can go high school or college days here. As soon as we can figure out the pouring situation, we're good. Wash your hands, bro.
How long's it been since you chugged a beer, Sean?
I don't know, but here we go. Ready?
Chug, 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 chug.
You don't have to drink the fountain, don't they?
Woo!
Welcome back to Dad's Drinking a Lesbian. Woo!
Sean's feeling it already.
Yeah, he's
that one
feeling
beer.
it.
What? I'm sleepy. I'm drunk. Sorry.
Okay. All right, so this is season 2, episode 12. And we're, of course, at the dough bar again tonight. We forgot to turn the lights on tonight, though.
Oh, crap.
Just a bummer. But that's okay. We still love it here. And now you can see us, you know, true color, no filter.
By the way, guys,
Hashtag no filter.
all hoodies, day one of snow and
Yeah.
It's so cold outside right now.
Yes. I'm
done with
freezing.
it. We got about
I
an
got
inch
snow
of
boots
snow.
on over here, slipping around everywhere. So Sean lost this week. So as you just saw, he just bonged a beer.
Bombed the beer.
Bonged a beer.
He did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if I could have bombed a beer
Yeah, he did that
anywhere
type of
near as good as he did.
What's in your fucking
I
beer?
don't know.
Can't be a lady like
Okay.
me. Can't bong a beer like me. What can you do?
Yeah. Okay. So
You're
Sean,
just a special talent, Sean.
right? You really are. That was good. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like you've done that. It almost like it was too easy of a punishment again. We gave him like, you know, the easy thing to
It's
do.
been a few years. Actually, I told Sam when you guys said that, I'm like, what is this? We're going back to high school here?
Yeah. Right.
So tonight we got monkey shoulder. And I purely picked it because there's monkeys on the bottle.
It could be that we never left high school.
Could
Yeah.
be. There's definitely that chance.
Cheers, guys.
So where'd you get the? Oh shit! Oh, where'd you get this at? Just the regular local store.
Well, it's just a regular store.
Ooh.
Nothing special.
I smelled it before I drank it. I made the crucial mistake.
You don't smell whiskey. You drink whiskey.
It's pretty smooth.
I know.
It's not bad. Definitely got the whiskey smell to it though, but it's not bad once you drink it.
It's not bad the taste, but the smell was made me want to not.
Question is, does it taste like a monkey?
I hope not. Well, we got some interesting notes and news this week. I'm super bummed out.
Cooper Cup going down right before you play me, and I'm on a hot streak.
The worst part is I told you originally they said high ankle sprain. Then they changed it, and now he's having surgery.
I know. I wonder what it actually is. Do they say like? I know it's ankle injury, but like.
No, they talked about it being some tears in the ankle.
So I'm thinking like rip. I mean, it looked bad. It looked like it was hanging there. Like,
I mean,
ugh.
can we just cross off the ramps? They just suck this year.
Yeah, it's not going to be the year. Yeah, it's not it. Especially now that he's down. And their QB's down.
Doesn't help that their 49ers are in their division.
Yeah, they look good.
Loaded.
Yeah, they look pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, and did you see Mitchell? He got the
He's
ball.
getting some playtime.
He got
still
like
got
8
the
or
ball?
9 carries, I think.
Oh, he's getting playtime. He got
15
10 carries for.
They're probably going to limit his
I get it, but still, I mean,
carries because
right.
they want to save him for playoffs.
Right. You don't want. You
Yeah,
don't
they
want
can use him as a
anything too crazy
receiver.
happening.
They can use him as a quarterback. They can use him as
Right.
go down the roster. What position
Absolutely.
CMC can play?
Absolutely. Okay, so I don't know why this is news, but Jeff Saturday won with no skills.
Because he has no experience.
No coaching experience.
He has never won a game. He's coached in high school and lost every high school game he coached.
Yeah.
He's the head
I don't know how
coach of an
this
NFL
happened.
organization.
Hey, you know what? The funny thing is, and at the older I get, the more and more I think the NFL is rigged. Vegas was all the hard money was all over the Colts, so people just knew what was up.
Well, here's the catch, and I will give Jeff Saturday credit. He came in,
Yeah, I don't like
he reinstalled Matt Ryan as the quarterback. Automatically. Didn't say anything. Not throughout the week. They left you think it was Sam Ellinger still. They put Matt Ryan in right before the game. He was the starter.
Right.
Okay, you have a historic quarterback you traded for. Okay, you're going to give him a chance. Cool. Jonathan Taylor all of a sudden showed up for once.
Hell yeah. I appreciated that. I needed that.
Go figure. Hold on.
Super Cup time, I needed that.
Maybe he's not a great head coach or even a good head coach, but maybe he's just logical.
Yeah.
Hand
Maybe
the
he just
ball
has
off to
common
Jonathan
sense.
Taylor.
He's just doing all the things that they weren't doing before.
And we let Matt Ryan just do some play action passes.
Common
Although
sense,
Matt Ryan ran for 39 yards on the one rush.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you gonna do? But
Sometimes I think these coaches overthink themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's just stick with the better player. Let's just hand the football off.
well, did you hear who's calling his plays?
No.
Eric Decker.
Okay.
That's who's calling the plays for
Another
him now.
former
The
Colt.
offense. Yeah.
Yeah, another former Colt. I like it.
Yep, he's calling the offensive plays.
Okay, and the big actual news this week, the Eagles are no longer undefeated.
Although I don't know if I'd be as happy as you should be.
Yeah.
Why?
What happened to your team this week?
Oh, I don't care about that.
I
don't care about that.
You do care. You literally texted us. The NFL is rude.
It is fucking rigged. Okay, I'm not gonna. That'd be a whole nother show to get into that.
By the way, who beat you this week?
The corpse of Aaron Rodgers.
I know the most boring guy on fucking NFL.
I mean, but you're not going to win them all. It is what it is. Lambeau's a tough place to go in and play no matter who.
I'm just calling you out because it's the Packers. They've been a train wreck.
But I will say, the Commanders looked impressive last night.
Yeah.
And they had the help of the refs, so that helped too. So,
Yeah.
a couple really, really bad
And
calls.
next week they get Chase Young back.
Yeah.
They're all pro defensive end.
He was
Right.
drinking on the plane with Heineke.
I'm not surprised. I saw Heineke got to wear the jewels around his neck,
Yeah.
like Kirk Cousins does.
Yeah.
He was drinking a beer wearing the jewels around his neck. So it's the question: do you go back to Carson Wentz? Heineke's 3-1.
They said it today. It came out because Wentz could be active this week. They can't. I like Heineke better because Wentz just has proven that he's a waste of time since that injury.
I mean, why not put your time, your effort into somebody that like is newer and
because you pay so much money for the other guy.
yeah, but like Carson Wentz though.
I'll be honest,
You made a mistake paying that guy a lot of money, is what you did.
You know who Heineke reminds me of?
So don't make two mistakes and stick it with him.
He reminds me of Ryan Fitzpatrick because like he's going to be that journeyman quarterback who's always going to bring the energy. He's going to win a couple games. He's going to look good, and people are going to think, "Oh, this could be our franchise quarterback." And then you make him your franchise quarterback, and you're like, "Oh, he can't be our franchise quarterback."
I was going to call another guy out that similar route, Nick Foles.
Okay, yeah, I mean, same
Similar route.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he can bring the energy off the bench. He can be fun to watch. He can do some things. He can win an occasional surprisingly game, but yeah, I don't think he's meant to be a franchise quarterback.
Right.
No. But
All right.
the Commander State, I would honestly, once again, try to get one of these rookie quarterbacks in this draft that people are raving about. You're another franchise that has some weapons. I like Dotson. I like McLaurin.
Yeah.
I like Robinson at running back.
Samuel.
But
I like
Samuel,
Samuel.
I actually like him as a third
Samuel's kind of
receiver.
like a good Debo type guy. He can run, he can catch, he can do a little
I like
bit.
him.
Here's the problem. He's been so wishy-washy for so many years that I like Dotson better than him at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't mind Samuel as a third receiver on the team. And then you throw Brian Robinson, and I'll be honest with you, the Commanders' offense doesn't look as bad.
Wait, we should have talked about notes and news that Jefferson's catch. That thing was fucking amazing.
That was a ridiculous.
Like,
Okay.
how do you do that?
Before even that, the fumble on the goal line.
Yeah, I know, that was
instead of a safety.
Before we get into last week's game, so okay, obviously we just talked about the Eagles Washington game a little bit, but
Yeah.
before we get into last week's game, I have another random thought that I'm going to add. to the
Guys,
show.
we're going to start making a TikTok out of this or a reel out of this. Ian's random thoughts.
Yeah, right. We all have to live through.
We already.
This
you guys don't live
This
it
one's a
every
good
day.
one. This one's a good one. Urinal cake technology has come a long way in the last 10 years. Just random thoughts that enter my head. They
Okay.
have those new raised ones that are like purple.
Let me apologize to you guys for that 30 seconds.
And like you pee into it, and it literally makes like your pee smell like roses.
I'm
like,
really apologizing to you for the 30 seconds of this conversation.
urinal cakes have come a long way. Anyways, what happened last week, Lord Jack?
Weirdest topic. I don't think any woman, well, probably not a lot of women other than me and Lois, maybe your wives are watching, but and maybe, a few friends, but like not one of us think about urinal cakes. I can tell you that. Not one time in my life have I thought about urinal cakes. Just so you're aware of where you're at right now. Okay, so week 10.
Maybe you should start thinking about
The
urinal
Falcons and the Panthers. The Panthers came up, that wasn't really that great of a big game, but
It was a rain, like a monsoon. The Panthers won after they got blown out the week before.
Right. Seahawks and the Buccaneers.
In London.
So Tom Brady got his second dub since being divorced. And we just heard that his wife went on a date. Yeah, that's what I mean.
With a personal trainer. He's on.
No, with her jujitsu.
Yeah. Sorry, and he's actually on a family vacation with her.
Why is this a thing? Like why?
Because this is going to turn Tom Brady into a monster. Is what's going to happen. Mark my fucking words, guys. It's going to turn him into a monster.
Like leave people's personal
Lions and Bears.
You know what I mean?
Lions and Bears. Oh my. That was a close game. And I called it the Lions. We're going to win.
James is ridiculous.
He really is. But I'm so glad the Lions won. Dan Campbell, did you see how happy he was at the end of the game? He did a damn skip off that sideline.
I'll be honest with you. If Justin Fields had
one
more player on that team, that's just scary. He's doing by
Please go back and watch the end of Dan
Campbell is what would happen if we took
I wish Dan Campbell was our coach.
The boss from Happy Gilmore, remember, with the nail in his head, and made him a head football coach.
Dude, Dan Campbell's the greatest coach. I'm serious. I'd take Dan Campbell all day. He was so excited when they won, man. Like, you could have seen the excitement. I mean, he was so, he was raging.
We loved it. Like we all.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I
know, but I just wish you. I hope you saw his face. His face was so good.
He's just like an everyday normal Joe.
He is. He's us.
Yeah, he's one of us.
He's us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Browns and the Dolphins. That's clearly my win. Big win.
That was close at first, and then all of a sudden it went way off the rails.
We got the Broncos and the Titans, which, Titans.
Titans ended up winning, but the Broncos blew it. Their defense is so good
this week.
Their defense is really
good. That's what's going to try to
even after trading away Chug.
They don't even. If their offense scored average,
it is their defense is what's.
Hold on. If their offense averaged 18 points a game this year,
they'd be undefeated.
They would be 8-1.
Oh, okay, 8-1.
And that's 18 points. They used to say you had to score a minimum of 21 points for a win. They're saying literally 18 points, and they would be 8-1.
Yeah.
That's all defense. That defense is crazy.
So craziest game of the freaking season or week, was the Vikings Bills this week with Jefferson's grab, like I said, was insane. But that, like you said, that fumble was so silly. And
real question out of here. Are we overrating the Bills? Because they're technically third place in their own division.
I question if Josh Allen's really healthy, right?
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hurt his elbow a couple weeks ago and has been playing through it.
Yeah, well, they had a picture of him and from the media showing him with an elbow brace on after practice.
Because, the last time that Josh Allen has thrown 2 red zone interceptions in back-to-back games was like 2019 or something like that.
Right.
So he's just not playing like himself.
I agree.
Once again, they still look like a great team.
Well, and they have a lot of guys out on defense right now.
They think it's their year, so they're going hard right now.
I'm just realizing right now that the Jets are the number 1 team in that division. Yeah. The Patriots are actually better. Or the Dolphins are.
Dolphins
is it Dolphins number 1 or the Jets number 1?
Dolphins number 1. Bills and Jets are tied for number 2.
No, the Jets would get number 2 because they beat the Bills.
Well, their record-wise are tied though.
Nonetheless, they're number 3 in their own division. Right?
Yeah, I think that sometimes when you're, kind of early on crowned like the best team in the NFL, you kind of take some of these games lollygagging, and then you go, oh, we were up 10 on the Vikings and they fought back, like, oh shit,
are we underrating the Vikings?
They looked really bad against Philly, but that was primetime Kirk. The problem is that once you get in the playoffs, they're all primetime games, right? Like,
for the most part, you have 4 o'clock games.
But, they have, other than having a rookie head coach, they have all the parts, the Vikings do. They have a decent quarterback, good receivers, good running back, good offensive line, good defense. Now. They got a great tight end now.
TJ Hawkinson's really been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got all the pieces. I'm more scared of the Vikings this week than I was of the Packers last week, so that's probably not a good sign for me.
Yeah, that's a rough one to go back to lose the game you should have won and then have to play the one that you should be losing.
Yeah. All right, we got the Texans and the Giants. The Giants won, which whatever.
I mean, the Texans fought hard in that game.
Dude, the Giants are what, second in your division?
Yeah.
I was gonna say they're second.
Again,
The Eagles.
super easy schedule. That's not.
You said the same thing about the Eagles. It doesn't matter how they get there. It's just get in there.
Jags and the Chiefs. Chiefs.
Yeah, it's
They
not
killed it.
surprising.
Yeah, I was gonna
Not
say.
surprising.
The biggest concern they have is they lost Juju now. For the
Kadarius
season.
Toney. looks
Yeah,
like-
that was a rough hit, man. Fuck.
So
Kadarius Toney looks really good though.
it also helps when you don't have Juju in the game anymore, so you get a
Yeah.
lot of.
Well,
those
even
passes.
before Juju went out, he already had 2 catches for like 29 yards and a touchdown. And he had a run for 33 yards or something like that.
You got them Steelers coming up big.
He couldn't do it when I needed him to do it.
I know.
I prefer the loss.
I get it, but we still celebrate our wins.
Listen,
guys.
I mean,
I want a top 5 pick, so
I don't think that you can.
Aren't we
put-
still in that realm right now?
I don't know after the win if we are, but
I don't know if you could put a value on like TJ Watt coming
No,
back.
you
Like,
can't.
you just can't.
I mean, you take
Huge.
like Andy Dalton would have had without TJ Watt. Andy Dalton would have had 3 seconds to throw the football. Now he had 1 second to throw the football. It's a huge difference. in
He's
the
just so
NFL.
different. When you watch the defense with him on the field,
Yeah.
it is night and day. It's not even close. They're an average defense when he's not playing. When he is playing, they're a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
And you can see it every time he plays. You look at the defense, it's like, oh, they're incredible. As soon as he's out of the game, even with Minka on the field, Minka didn't play this game. Even when Minka's on the field, they look average.
Yeah.
At best. That's at best.
Mm-hmm.
When TJ steps on the field, they look elite.
He's a monster.
And it's just one player, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He
So-
changes the whole look of that team. And I feel like the offense played with more mojo, too. So.
Well, yeah. Well, the team's based off the defense. If the defense is playing up to what it should be doing, it's electricity. The offense usually does better. Look at Najee yesterday
Yeah,
or this weekend.
100%.
Najee had the best game of the season for himself.
Well, let me ask you something in that realm. As 2 Steeler fans sit next to me, the rumor mill says that Warren's going to start taking over some more and more snaps every
Yeah.
Yeah, a
week.
little
I've
bit
heard
more,
that.
but Najee looked better with it. So
Yeah.
they started it this week. It was starting this week.
Oh, he did. He doubled his carries. this
Yeah, he
week.
went up to 9 or 10 or something like that.
Missed that
Which he
5.
did fine. He did 50 yards. He had a 30-yard reception.
Mhm.
Jalen Warren looked great too,
Yeah,
but
he
Najee for most of the game was averaging 10 yards a rush.
I think that anytime you have like a by committee backfield, it makes both players play harder because they're like, oh, I don't want to lose my spot.
Mhm.
And you're just like, you're all right. Here's the whole world. You don't have to worry about a thing. Of course, he's not gonna like. He's gonna be like, whatever happens, right? All of a sudden, you bring in a backup, running back that you're like, hey, now we're gonna do by committee, and this guy's gonna get some touches because he looks good.
Jalen
All of a
came
sudden,
in-
he's like, you know what I mean? Coming out of lefty.
Jalen came out of nowhere this season as a weapon. He came out of nowhere.
Didn't
I
even
still
go
remember.
anywhere.
I remember when I told you he was Steelers backup, and you looked at me like, "What happened to Benny Snell?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played him.
That's just what they do, though.
Yeah, I played Benny Snell. Not like you had to do much to outplay the guy."
The thing is, I hope that they continue to do that. Ooh, I almost slipped.
And I will say this because I'm going to keep saying it: George Pickens is going to be a monster.
So he is. He's already a monster. I
He's
just hope that he
good.
keeps
He's
his like
gonna be a
crazy
monster
down
this
to a
league.
low. Because I feel like he might be another one of those.
I don't know if you paid attention during the games, Laura. I'm not even worried about the catches he made, the
He
big
makes
plays he
crazy
makes.
plays.
His hits. He
Oh, yeah.
enjoys like kinds of
Knocking
weird.
someone
He
out, yeah.
enjoys knocking somebody out at the
or blocking for somebody. Yeah, for
You
sure.
can see on his face. He will literally turn around and just smash.
Yeah,
the
you
guy.
would like him if he was on your team. I know it.
It's
He'd be all
hilarious.
over this conversation.
Are
He's
we
like,
are we a little worried about the durability factor with your new quarterback?
No.
No, I
Rookie
mean, I think that, hey, we would just go into next season and pick
No.
up a quarterback in the first
We
round.
could. I don't want to do that, but we could.
I'm just saying, if worst case scenario, we're really worried about it. We have that
Don't get me wrong,
option.
if we have the high enough pick, I would love to bring C.J. Stroud in from Ohio
That's what I'm
State.
saying, boy. He's setting it up. He's setting us up. All right, let's continue on. We got caught up
Big
with
one.
these Steelers. I'm not mad about it. But Colts and Raiders. Colts come out big with my big J2.
I almost wonder if the Raiders are
was really close game, though.
are purposely
Did you see
losing.
Derek Carr crying?
did. He was upset.
He's crying. He's bawling.
I'm actually kind of worried this week because I picked the Broncos, but I kind of feel like I should have just gone with the Raiders.
I mean, I feel really.
The Raiders can win any given week.
I feel really bad for Derek. I mean, if you look at him, he's like, you don't realize what we have to put our bodies through to get ready to play on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then that's what we're left with. He's like, it just doesn't seem fair.
He might be a head case right now. That might help me out.
Carr and, well, don't get me wrong, Waller's now out for the season.
Yeah.
But Josh Jacobs has looked great this year.
Mm-hmm. No, he has.
As their starting running back.
100%.
He's actually had a renaissance of a season out there.
100%.
And Devontae Adams, people can sit there and say he's not getting the ball as much as he was in Green Bay, and he's not. But if you look at his numbers, he's still having a hell of a season.
Yeah, they're really good.
All right. We got the Cardinals and the Rams.
2 backup quarterbacks playing against each other.
Right. Could you imagine the fans who bought those tickets and are like, what the?
Kyler Murray versus Stafford.
Yeah.
Kyler versus Stafford.
Yeah,
you
imagine.
get Rams, you show up, you get Colt McCoy versus
Wolford.
I'd be pissed, man. If you bought them, I'd be pissed. All right, we got them boys and the Packers. Them boring ass Packers. You got beat by the boring ass Packers by 6 points. You let the boring ass Packers beat you.
Can't win them all, buddy.
They
Can't
win
them all.
I get it, because they probably beat us too. He beat us too, I ain't gonna lie. So he can beat that.
Listen, Dak threw 2 bad interceptions when, in the first half.
What'd you say at that moment?
I was pissed.
Were you like, God damn
Cooper
it!
Rush was fucking Cooper Rush.
I wasn't, but Cassie was. Like, why don't they go Cooper?
Oh, that's funny.
But no, I mean, Dak threw a couple bad picks. One was in the end zone. We should have been up 14 nothing at that point. But, it is what it is. Like, we ended up going up 2 scores going into the fourth quarter. And we just had Anthony Brown got injured. Our one corner, and we had no answer for Watson. He was just faster than all of our backups.
He really was. He actually held the ball this time.
And the funny thing is, we talk about anybody could be a head coach, right? So, like, I'm telling Cassie, like, it makes no sense. Like, why don't we move Diggs to cover this guy who's lighting up our defense right now, because he's the only thing that's working. And they didn't do that until overtime. They finally do that. They moved Diggs onto Watson, and then Lazard fucking gets a 35-yard catch and run on one of our backup corners. So as much as I've been picking on Anthony Brown for being kind of the weak spot in the defense, I think the backups behind Anthony Brown are even worse.
Let me throw this out there. And underlining and believe that.
Well, maybe that's what they're going to go for this offseason.
I thought this was the retirement season for him. Not fully retirement, but just kind of his falling out. Aaron Jones has been a monster this year.
He has been a monster. And Aaron Rodgers just always owns the Cowboys.
I don't mean that game. I just mean Aaron Jones quietly is having a monster season in Green Bay.
Yeah. I will say one other thing, though. So we had Anthony Barr was injured, and so they played Mike at linebacker instead of defensive end most of the day. I think that had a big impact.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rodgers had a little bit more time to throw that football every time. So,
which sucks, man. When you have to switch your shit up and someone's in an uncomfortable
I would have rather
situation.
played an inexperienced linebacker and kept our guy where we need him, But we drafted him to play linebacker. It just so happens that he's one of the most elite pass rushers that they're like, oh, let's play him at defensive end now. But it's almost like he's so unique that he can play any position on the field, so they think wherever we're hurting, we're going to put him at. But that's not the right answer.
Well, no, it's athletic. He's just athletically gifted.
No, and it is nice that he's able to do it, though, if you do need him to fit in. But that means you have to have some backups that are actually, also able to play those positions so that you can, put him in those places and know that it's going to be a positive and not a negative.
Safety. Let him play a Troy Polamalu role.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's fast enough.
I was going to say.
So here's one interesting thing. Going into the year, would anybody have put money on the fact that potentially every single NFC East team could be in the playoffs?
No, I didn't think about that, but
Commanders are close enough, I guess.
Yeah.
The Commanders are 5-5 now.
Yeah.
So literally, the entire NFC East could be in the playoffs.
What's your team? 6-4.
Yeah,
we're 6-3. The Giants are 7-2. Commanders 5-5. We're all game apiece.
Okay, we got the 49ers beating the Chargers.
That was a really good
game. Yeah, it was.
I really like that game.
Yeah, so did I.
I almost feel bad for Herbert because
he's a good player, man.
He's got so many receivers hurt right now. He's playing with
I like him.
He's injured.
He's always injured.
He's been hurt since
he got really.
I know, but he's
he's been battling that same injury since the Chiefs game when he got fucked up.
Wow. They're
He's been
disappointed to
injured.
beat the Chargers.
Yeah, but the thing is that just like us, they're gonna grow over the next couple of years. They're gonna be real fucking good.
Really, they've been good for 2 years now.
But they are good.
And a lot of the receivers are aging out at this point. Keenan
Yeah.
Allen is going to age out.
Yeah, Mike
Williams is
Yeah.
what, mid 20. He's like 26,
Yeah,
7,
but they're
8.
still gonna pick up some elite players going over these next years.
Hey,
too, so
listen,
you
I
don't
would
have-
not rule out Herbert
No, I wouldn't
at any
either.
point in
Me
time.
neither.
The guy's a beast.
I think he's gonna grow into this role.
I would,
well.
I would trade Dak for Herbert and multiple first-round draft picks.
My only issue with Herbert is I don't know if
course you
he is.
And I like Dak.
I don't know if I think Herbert could be your new Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I get it.
I can see that. He's got the mentality too.
Maybe wins one Super Bowl.
There's nothing
but-
wrong with that.
Yeah,
but-
listen, you win
Well,
one
no, I'm
Super Bowl.
saying
so-
maybe. He's not a Super Bowl quarterback, but he is your all-day fantasy
or the next
football
Philip
quarterback.
Rivers.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's
never
another
know.
name right there.
All right, so
San
we
Diego
already
knows that one.
talked about Commanders, Eagles. We know that the Commanders beat the Eagles and upset their undefeated record.
The Commanders played their best game. The Eagles played their worst game, and the
worked
refs
out.
helped out.
Yeah.
So the Eagles should never. The Eagles should never lost that game.
No, I get
They are more talented than the Commanders.
Yeah,
It
but-
just that's the NFL.
It happens. Every
It
week
happens.
it happens. Every week it happens. The Steelers shouldn't have beat Bengals in week one.
I get it.
We shouldn't have beat the
100%.
Bengals. We probably shouldn't have beat the Buccaneers with Brady in week whatever.
100%.
This was the first week against the Saints that I could tell you for the Steelers that I thought, oh, they have a chance this
Yeah,
week.
for sure.
This was the first week I honestly in my mind said that.
Yeah,
You should have taken him.
I tried.
And that was it.
You just want to lose, my guy. You just want to walk yourself into lose.
What is
Sean had to save you from this loss.
What is Tomlin record after a bye week? He has to be like 750 win percentage.
He's up there
something
with
like
Belichick.
Yeah.
He's one of the best out of a
that. Out of
bye.
a bye week.
Yeah.
So that was also the part. You're coming out of bye week. You're playing a bad team in the Saints. Even if you are a bad team, you're playing another bad team.
Yeah.
And you had the bye week, and you're playing at home.
Wow. So is
And
Winston?
Watt came back.
Is Jameis Winston still hurt?
No, he's back. He's been back for 3 weeks. They're just playing Dalton over him.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. Andy Dalton hasn't been played horribly, but like
No, they made that decision. He
made
came
a
back
bad
for 3 weeks.
decision for
I
sure.
had him in our other fantasy league. I had him. They made the decision to start Dalton over him.
unbelievable. Again, it's one of those things where you have to wonder about the coach. Like, are you
Yeah.
fucking competent? Like,
I think there's a lot of issues with coaching in the NFL for sure.
I mean, there's definitely only a handful of elite coaches in the NFL.
Right.
It's similar to me trading anything to get Herbert, pretty much. I would trade anything to get Andy Reid as my head coach because
This offseason, I would pay him.
What,
for
how,
Sean Payton.
wait, whoa. Could you imagine how insane it would be if that was an actual thing where you could trade
can,
head coaches?
you can.
you could trade
John Gruden got
John
traded
Gruden
from
got
the
traded
to the Buccaneers. The Super Bowl
in the
year.
early
Wait,
2000s.
what? No, but I mean, like, could you imagine, like,
You can get draft
mid-season?
picks. You can get
Like,
one.
mid-season?
I don't know if it's happening.
Not mid-season. It hasn't. It could happen.
What?
It's never
I didn't
happened.
know this. This is insane. Why don't we do this? We should do this.
I don't think-
Someone
I
made a
don't think
rumor that
Dungy's
the Steelers were going to trade Tomlin.
Let's
So-
trade.
You know what? Dungy might have been traded to the Colts.
I thought you got traded.
He might.
Please, let's do this. I want to do it so bad.
I mean, Tom would be a good trade candidate. End of his life in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. There was like 2 years ago. That was a report that the Steelers were going to look
What
at
do you want to
trading.
trade for?
So, there was a report that somebody would give 2 first-round picks for Tomlin.
I want the Rams head coach.
Somebody just clobbered that.
I heard that too.
Oh, they're horn beats and everything.
Hard. They clobbered it. For those of you who don't know, there's a new what do you call that in the middle
Median.
of the road?
Median.
In the
But it's
middle of
like
the
just
road.
a cement thing. Like it's level. It's not like all the way
Yeah,
up.
and people that have been driving through Carson Street for years don't know it's there.
Crush
They
it.
just crush it.
So horrible.
Like we've seen, like, I don't know, since we've been down here the last 10 weeks.
At
Every
least
week.
3 or 4.
Every week.
Yeah, at least 3 or 4 cars per time we're here. So imagine how many that happens per day.
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And guys,
I mean, we saw
we drink-
plastics off of the car last time.
by the way, guys, we drink, and we still haven't done it yet.
Like, that car pulled over into the Burger King
He
parking lot
took
right
a
now.
beating. He's probably.
Wow. Okay, let's move on to a week 11. All right, so we got the
You
Titans and the
okay?
boring ass Packers. Back to the Packers. I want to know what happened.
Laura can make
I'm
me.
invested. This person's like out the car. and
Laura can
everything.
make me laugh to the point where I'm in tears just by a look on her face.
Yeah. All right, so the Titans and the boring ass Packers. That's Thursday night football. I want them Titans to win.
So,
I think
Tighten up.
it's going to be closer.
Is
I think the
Tannehill
Packers
hurt
have
again?
figured a little- No, he's
Tighten
back.
up.
He's back this week.
because they put Tannehill was in, and then like partway through the game, they
Yeah,
put the
hold on.
other dude in.
He's still questionable, but he's scheduled to play.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I kind of like that guy they got behind him.
Malik Willis?
Yeah, they just
He's
need to
not
let
bad.
him.
He's the
Let him
future.
play.
He's the future, but they're not going to move Tannehill up. This is
Not
his
yet.
final year. So
Yeah.
I get it.
We got them Bears and Falcons.
That'll be a fun game to watch.
I think it will too.
I can't go with Justin Fields. What
Yeah, I think the
mobile
Bears are
the
quarterbacks.
going
shit
to.
he's doing right now,
Yeah, I definitely think the Bears got that.
and I don't see the Falcons being the team to stop him.
I love the fact that I was right.
I should have gone
Can
with
I
that.
say
I
that?
should have gone with the Bears. No, I don't think
Coming out of that draft, I said Justin Fields is the best quarterback, and
I didn't.
okay, he might be the best running quarterback, but he's the best.
No, he's been throwing the ball too, though.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
has.
just running. He's
Yes,
making every play you can ask of
He
him.
literally is taking the whole team, putting him on his back.
He is literally.
a lot of fun to watch.
This is crazy to say.
They're playing
He
that.
is the futuristic, maybe better version of what we remember from Michael Vick.
He's Lamar, but he could actually throw.
That's another. Yes,
Yeah.
that's another.
Like Lamar has that like weird line drive throw. Like Fields puts touches on the ball. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, Field can actually throw the ball.
But like I'm out of the three of us, I'm the one that's seen him live and in person.
Mm.
He's so fun to watch. And,
Oh, I can imagine. You don't know what's going to happen.
yeah, we beat the shit out of the Bears, but he was so fun to watch. Like he was.
Here's the catch. You can think you have him contained.
You know.
You don't.
You don't.
You
You don't.
So it's all Bears here. We think we're winning that game.
Winning. I mean, the Bears' defense is really bad. I would say the Falcons will probably win that game,
I
but
would
Justin Fields will put up a show.
I will take the Bears.
I will too, actually. All right, Eagles and Colts.
The Eagles.
Eagles.
The Eagles are gonna be so fucking mad
Eagles.
Yeah.
going into that game. I would not bet against the Eagles in a million years.
Jets and Patriots.
Jets.
Oh, the Jets too.
The thing is,
It's at the Patriots
Bill
though.
Belichick owns the fucking
Yeah, I was gonna
Jets.
say.
He owns everybody in that division. Yet this is not that
He
time.
beat the Jets
Yeah, I
last time.
I
know
think
he
he's
did.
gonna. I think the Jets got him this
I
time.
think it's the Jets.
It's home.
The Jets
I'm
had a
taking
bye.
Belichick.
The Jets are coming off a bye
You
week.
want
I like
this?
the teams coming off a
There might
bye
be
week.
water down
I,
there. You want to?
I
You want to
like-
like?
I like the Jets. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets
thinking
too. So
Pats.
we'll see what happens. Should we
No,
make
we
a? Should we make a bet here, ladies and gents? Should we make a side bet?
she's making side bets.
Well, there's that bet. You want to do whoever loses that game does an extra shot, like just straight shot of whatever we're drinking.
Yeah, like as long as it's Jack. Yeah.
No, it's not gonna be Jack. It's gonna be whatever we're drinking.
No. I mean, like I'll take an extra shot of my Jack that I know I can handle, but I can't be doing.
Okay, so
extra
whoever
shots of-
whoever loses, that's fine. Whoever loses takes a shot of Laura Jack's Gentleman.
or whatever we're drinking, whatever you prefer.
Whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
I'm good
I'll
with
go with
that.
that.
So it's you two.
So we think
Oh, I'm in on this. I didn't.
Yeah,
know I was in on this
come
one.
you both
we both think
yes.
the Jets and he thinks the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. All right, we got a
Let's do
side
it.
bet.
Let's do it. All right.
All right. So don't forget that. Keep us honest, Lois. Commanders and Texans.
Don't get my mom involved. Okay. I already got my mom involved enough. Like let's not get my mom involved.
Commanders and Texans.
Commanders.
Yeah, I think the Commanders are coming off this win. Rams and Saints. Right now until
Wait. I'm gonna say the Texans are gonna win against the Commanders. I think the Commanders are riding high. The Texans have been fighting against everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of like the Texans. They're home. I like it. It's a good spot for the Texans.
Yeah, I still go Commanders. All right, Rams and Saints.
Oh man.
Good luck.
I'm
Good
good.
luck choosing
Yeah,
a winner.
I'm taking the Rams just 'cause I think their defense is good enough to win a game.
I'll go with the Saints. If I'm picking, if you put a
I
gun,
want to go Rams, but I just think it's ugly in every form.
It is.
I think
It's gonna be
Kamara.
I think that's
Kamara's
gonna
the
be
best player on the
ugly.
field. Kamara and Taysom Hill. I like them better than anybody the Rams have. So I'll
Yeah,
take.
Taysom Hill did absolutely nothing against
Yeah,
the
why
Steelers.
didn't they play Taysom Hill?
They did. He just didn't do nothing. He was
Really?
on the field.
Browns and the Bills. Billies.
Browns and the Bills. I'll go with
No,
Cowboys.
Billy's.
Here's the thing: what the Bills struggle at right now is stopping the run,
And that's what they're
and that's what the
yeah.
Browns are strong
The
at. It'll
Browns,
be
I
a
think, are
close
just
game.
going to be too pissed off anymore.
I don't know, man. It's Josh Allen healthy. If I
Yeah,
can
that's the
confirm
question.
that Josh
Yeah,
Allen is
yeah.
He
healthy.
just played a great team in the Vikings.
I think the Bills will
I would
win,
take
but I
the
think
Bills
there's
to
a,
win. I would take the Browns to probably cover whatever the point spread is. Probably
yeah,
like a
and I think it'll be
7-point.
a good game to figure out what's really going on with the Bills. I think that we'll see here like what the deal really is.
It's probably being cold and snowy too, by the way.
Yeah, so they're gonna
It's gonna be a running game.
All right, we were at my okay. Panthers and Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Great.
Lions and Giants.
Lions and Giants. That's it.
I always want to go Dan Campbell.
So here's the thing:
that much.
take the teams out of it and say there's a 7-2 team playing a 3-6 team or
Yeah.
who would we choose? But like when it's Lions Giants,
Well, not only that, but the Lions
Lions are
lost. They
different.
I
lose
would-
by 3 points. 3 points. 3 points.
I would
3
not be shocked if the Lions win this game.
I would not be
I
shocked
wouldn't
either. I'm
either.
going with the Giants, but I would not be shocked
Yeah.
if the Lions win that.
I want the
Here's the
Lions to
thing:
win.
so the Giants have
I'm gonna go Lions.
Barkley's been ridiculous this
I
year.
know.
So.
the Giants have Martindale
hurts.
at defense coordinator, the former Ravens defense coordinator, Martindale,
Yeah.
and all he does is blitz. And Goff sucked against them.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I would lean Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean Giants, but I want the Lions.
It's gonna be a fun game. I actually want to watch that game.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, I like the bowl. The bowl.
That's
league,
Sunday at
whatever
1.
his name is.
And that's at the Giants.
And that's how you guys all the
yeah.
time. I'm particular to coaches. If I like a coach, that's usually how I'll pick. And I like the Giants coach now.
Mhm.
I do too. He's another one of us, just hanging out on the
That's when it
sideline.
comes across as.
Wait, didn't another coach get fired this week?
No,
Where did I see that?
no,
There's been rumors of coaches getting
no.
fired.
There's a bunch of rumors.
Oh no, they were talking about the Broncos and who did the Broncos play
Hackett.
this week?
They talked about Hackett getting fired.
Yeah, that
talked about
that based
Josh
off this game
McDaniels.
will be dependent on whether or not these
Josh
coaches be
McDaniels,
fired,
the Raiders
yeah.
coach.
I don't think
Yeah.
McDaniels is getting
Broncos
fired.
and
I
Raiders.
can see
Both of them
Hackett getting
coaches.
fired, but I don't see McDaniels will get another year in Las
So
Vegas.
where was I? We said
We're on the
this.
Raiders, Broncos.
Okay, so Raiders Broncos.
I'm gonna lean Raiders. But like, good luck. This is a stay away. Wait,
I'm
don't
going
put,
Broncos just because of the
don't put your
defense.
real money on this.
I'm putting emotion into this, and I'm going Raiders.
Yeah.
Don't put your money on this. You know what I mean? Don't bet on
I
this.
don't.
Well, I am. I'm literally using it for my Survivor week.
If the Broncos win, it's purely
I'm
defense. Their
I know, and I
defense is
chose the
great.
Broncos.
It's
Yeah.
purely the
I'm gonna go
Broncos,
Broncos.
defense. But I could see Devontae Adams. I can see
me
Carr
too, I
coming
get
out.
it.
having a
What's
week.
wrong with Russ Wilson?
I don't know, but-
It could be the coach. It could be him. It could be. who
But then you
knows?
hear all the stuff coming out of Seattle about him being like a horrible teammate.
Well, look at
Who
Lockett.
is?
Lockett, one of the quietest receivers in the league, makes a comment.
Man.
You can tell he is. Anyway, Cowboys, Vikings. I'm going them bikes.
I feel like the Vikings are coming off an emotional win. Cowboys are coming off an emotional
This
loss.
is him playing with his heart.
I'm gonna lean Cowboys. It's gonna be a good game.
I think the Vikings win easily.
I'm leaning Cowboys.
I think Vikings
You're
win
so
easily.
You're so silly, Bubs.
No, that's me taking.
Okay.
That's me taking just a straight pick.
That's
I
okay.
lean Cowboys.
Of course he's leading Cowboys.
Hey, listen, these same.
Lord,
I'm
what
gonna
did-
lean
Hey,
Vikings.
what did he say about the Cowboys before the season
I
started?
know. He said he was more concerned about this week than he was last week.
No,
that he lost
but,
last week.
we can probably go back to the preseason episode.
No,
What
I
did
had
he
no
say about the
expectations
boys?
for my team going into the year.
He thought they were.
But listen, last year, these virtually the same two teams.
Did you see
played.
that catch?
What did we say? Watch after they have a few wins. Watch what happens.
Last
with them.
year, the Cowboys and Vikings
Bills down,
played.
boy.
Listen, the Cowboys Vikings played in Minnesota last year. Cooper Rush was the
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush was the starting quarterback, and Cooper Rush won that football game. So, like, I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't know who's going to win. I lean Cowboys.
I do
Where's
think
that
it's going to
game-
be a
where's
good
that game
game.
It's in Minnesota.
Vikings.
Where is it?
It's in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
All right, them Bengals are playing them Steelers, but we're at home.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Bengals.
We're not
honestly.
at home.
Yeah.
We're on the road.
Why is it saying it's the
No, you're at home.
I swear we played
No,
them.
You played them in
No.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, we played them in
Week one.
Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati's still winning that game.
Yeah, I mean, I want the Steelers to win though, and I think that they could. I will say
I think the
that I
Steelers
think the
could win
Steelers
the
could
game.
pull that out.
They always play hard in division.
Yeah.
But I don't think they are. I think the Bengals are.
We need to lose, but I hope we win.
It was last year when, like, the first game with the Bengals Steelers was really close. Second game, the Bengals beat the fuck out of the Steelers. I think that could be what we're dealing with in this scenario. But with Jamar Chase out, you just never know. I mean, Jamar Chase is a game changer.
Yeah, but T. Higgins.
Yeah, but we have TJ Watt back too. All right, Chiefs and the Chargers. I think that's going to be a good game. Yeah,
that's Sunday night, right?
Yep, Sunday
I will absolutely be watching that
Me too. And I think this is going to be a decent game too. 49ers and Cardinals.
In the last game, the Chiefs won barely. The Chargers are so banged up. I have to go Chiefs right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Chiefs.
But it's going to be a fun game.
It's going to be a great game. What about these 49ers and the Cardinals? Yeah, I'm going Niners too. Okay. So that's the lineup for this upcoming week. So we kind of talked about it a little bit, our survival pool this week. I'm taking the Broncos like an idiot. Probably going to be getting punished next week. You guys,
it's been a while since you've been punished.
Well, maybe that's what I got to do is take shit teams at this point because I got to keep a few good ones. Because I already picked a bunch of teams. You guys are.
We've all taken the Broncos. Oh, I've taken the Broncos. I think you've taken the Broncos.
No, I've yet to take the Broncos.
I've taken the Broncos. Yeah,
so Broncos it is for me.
The Broncos week 1 in the survivor pool.
Yeah, well,
that was bad. That was bad. I shouldn't have done that. I am taking the 49ers to take care of business against the Cardinals. Even if Kyler Murray's back, I don't care. I like the 49ers.
I was still taking the 49ers in that game, even if Murray is playing good.
And then who are you taking?
I'm taking the Bengals over the Steelers.
You can already tell it's going to be bad for me. I feel it in my bones.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think the Cardinals might be better with Colt McCoy at quarterback. Kyler is a much more amazing player to watch, but Kyler is so hot and cold.
This season, 1 season.
2 seasons.
No, last season he didn't get cold until after his injury. Before his injury, he was MVP quality player. He was the number 1 pass.
Yeah, he's been arguing with the coach. He's been
this season once again.
Because he wants to play Call of Duty, and they're like, no.
No, we took your Xbox away, Kyler, and he's fucking mad.
He's like, don't touch my remote.
Go do your homework, Kyler.
It's like literally like me and Roman. I fucking took his controller away or something, and he's fucking mad.
Yeah. But, you heard the thing I said at the beginning of the season when I saw that meme of him, and they said it was like a little. If you watch him, envisioning Kyler running around as a toddler, running from their mom, getting yelled at and screamed at, and you watch him like going back and forth. It literally does look like that.
There's no more electric person, maybe Justin Fields, in the NFL than Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
But he has to be in the zone. Like, he needs everything to be perfect. He needs it to be like.
He's not actually injured. He's just out these 2 weeks because the new Call of Duty game came out. That's the only reason he's out.
He almost needs it to be like backyard football. Like, just you run deep, me juke everybody out of their mind, and we'll have fun. Right?
Ben did that for a while.
I mean, I think that the Cardinals coaching staff should just embrace that. Like, if that's what you really want, Kyler, like, fuck the playbook. Like, let's just fucking go.
You have some receivers that could do that. Rondell Moore is good. D-Hop.
Hell yeah.
AJ Green still has
probably something. Hurts went out, right, last game.
Yeah.
Bad week for tight ends. Hurts and Goddard both went out.
Yeah, but they had that rookie.
Goddard had his fucking head ripped off. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Oh, my God.
That was one of those many calls that they didn't call.
And then at the end of the game, what did you guys see the roughing the quarterback on Heineke?
No.
Very end of the game, Washington's trying to get 1 first down to win the game. It's like 3rd and 8. Heineke does this little scramble around, and then realizes there's nothing. There's nobody open, and he does the smart thing, and he just gets down, and he literally goes to his knees, and 2 Eagles defenders come in and just fucking clobber. And it looked like they were trying to pull up, but they were in mid-clobber status.
Right.
And they called a 15-yard penalty, which won the game probably for Washington, right? So it was a tough call, but it was the right call, but a tough call.
But they didn't call the face mask. That was very obvious.
Yeah, it was bad.
That he fumbled on.
Yeah. But I say, so you got a couple bad calls each way. So there was a pick call on Washington, I think a drive or 2 before. Washington had a big, like a 40-yard pass that got called back for offensive pass interference, and Troy Aikman's like, that was the guy was running his route,
Yeah.
and it was a pick play, but like he did a good job. This shouldn't have been called. So it was like it was kind of back and forth. What really changed the game is Watkins, Quez Watkins or whatever, the Eagles receiver. I mean, he caught like a 45-yard bomb. Then he got up and started running because he like fell to the ground, got up, started running, and then he got hit and fumbled the ball. And that's what really changed the game. That was a 2-point game at that point. The Eagles probably would have won the game no matter what happened after that.
Yeah.
All that matters is Devontae Smith got me enough points to win in fantasy again this week.
All that matters is A.J. Brown got nothing. He got 2 points, and Robinson got 20 points, and I just needed A.J. to not outscore Robinson by like 15 points. And I won 2 in a row. My team has done exactly what I said they were going to do. They're going to be a late season run, maybe a little later than I wanted them to be, but it's okay.
Who's first place ready for this first round of elimination playoffs?
Yeah, you're going to get us.
I'm just looking for the bye week so I can make the second round.
All right, so our favorite segment, Kids Corner. Let's go with Sarge first.
Sarge?
Sir, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I call him Sarge. He looks like Sarge.
He is. He's a little sergeant running around these streets. Yeah, I mean, basically, we had a camp weekend this past weekend, but we have a friend's.
Didn't you just winterize camp?
We did. Well, we've been working up to it because we had to do.
I feel like that's what
wood.
we were talking about in the last episode.
It's because that's what I've been doing. So we've been working up to it. We had to do a bunch of wood because we got a bunch of we went through all of our wood this year, so we had to get.
It's amazing that a lesbian went through all the wood this year.
I did. I went through all wood, all the dry wood, hardwood too.
Come on, that was good.
And
I love you, Jack.
yeah, and so I had to get a bunch of that, and so that was a lot of work. That was a couple weeks worth of work, honestly, because we had to split everything and then stack everything, and then we had to go to 2 different places to actually cut all the trees down, to zip everything down to get it and haul it. So that took a lot of time too. And then we did winterize it. We did all the antifreeze and stuff like that, which was a pain in the ass. But there's always stuff to do, I still have to do stuff to my side-by-side before, that's the last thing I really have to do is stuff to the side-by-side, put it through the engine so that it doesn't freeze, and then I hook up the battery so that the battery charges. But anyway, so we started over to our friend's place because we were getting ready for what is it? Friendsgiving. Yeah, we're doing that this weekend because next weekend I'm going to be away. You're invited. You can come. Wow. It's at Victoria's house.
We're getting an invite right now.
Yeah.
Right?
For this weekend.
So yes, it's for this weekend. It's Saturday.
Jeez.
After I bring it up.
And so it's not at my house.
You wouldn't have gotten the invite if you wouldn't.
I didn't call it out.
Anyway, you could have come. You literally friends with all these people. They know you.
Came.
It's at Victoria's house. You like Victoria. She's funny. She's a wild one. But anyway,
Sean would be friends if he would just show up to one guy's weekend every summer. But
So we took Sarah over there, and they had 2 medium sized herding dogs kind of. And these dogs literally go nuts over my dog, and they're the one that's real dopey looking. His name's Kylo. It's real funny, but we have this ongoing joke. Kylo.
You should name Kyler because he's dopey looking.
Well, Kylo, and the other one is Coda from Brother Bear. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. But that's the name of the dog. But anyway, it's hilarious. Listen, this is funny. So Kylo is real dopey looking, and he literally will lay there and just stare at BB like he's the greatest thing that ever happened.
Okay, where were we?
So over at my friend's house, and this dog just basically scares my dog, and we always do the commentary of I love that dog, And then this dog literally, I know this is gross, but walks around my dog. My dog's little, to the ground. This is a medium-sized dog, and they're both males. And he just dry humps the air to the point where he throws his hips out. And this dog fucks up his back hips because he loves my dog so much. How ridiculous is that?
Wait, so he dry humps
he's not even, because he can't get near my dog, so my dog just walks away, obviously.
Right.
He loves that dog. He loves that dog so much.
In the air.
Yeah.
And he just oh my God.
He does it all night long. So the next day, he will be don't touch me. Ow. Ow, my hips. Ow, my legs. The whole next day. Because he spends his whole time just dry humping the air because he likes my dog so much. How ridiculous is that?
That's hilarious.
It's pretty bad.
It's hilarious.
So we just say it all the time, like, I love that dog.
I love that dog.
So that's the ongoing joke. But what's going on in your world, Shawnee boy? So I went to Eden Park the other night with your boys.
Just last night, took the boys to Eden Park.
Boys, man.
Wives went out. So
Whose wife?
His wife.
I don't have no wife. You get a wife to send with your wife.
sorry.
Get on that, Jack.
Right?
You had one.
Figure it out.
This is a bad one.
Oh man. No, I'm actually gonna talk a little Ollie. We always say about him being Sam's kid, and he acts like Sam, things like that. He has been a daddy's boy lately,
Yeah.
which is a first. But it's been continuation. Like I can drop him off at school, at preschool. Grayson used to walk through the door just fine, great, easy. Ollie flips.
He doesn't want to leave dad.
He does not want to leave dad. No, dad, I come to work with you. No, dad, no, I stay with you, dad. No.
Oh,
And I can hear him. I could be walking out the door and still hear him screaming at them, Dad! And I get back and they say he's playing you because 2 minutes after you're gone, he calms down. No?
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean-
However, my wife picks him up from preschool.
Okay.
And she walked in to get him. Mom, where's Dad? Dad picks me up. I've never picked him up. Never once. I don't ever pick him up. He just wanted Dad to be the one to pick him up. She just looked like, Dad's at work.
Yeah.
He literally gets in the car and called Dad. You probably heard me in the office. I'm at the office working. You come home? You come home now? Play with me? Play monster trucks?
I mean, I understand he's a daddy's boy right now, but that sounds like Sam-esque like thing. To like say this person's mine and like I'm gonna play with this person all the time.
Another one. And another. Jeez, guys.
These are some big ones.
These are some big ones
These are
tonight.
big
We
ones.
can hear this all the
These
way
are
inside.
big.
These are not small.
I mean, this was a loud one.
Yeah,
This
really
literally
like,
sounds
we're not
like
making it.
This literally sounds like one of the doors is getting slammed open.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow.
A lot of cars getting messed up in Southside tonight. It's a Tuesday, ladies and
Wonder what's
gentlemen.
going on at that Penguin game.
Damn. They drinking heavily or they don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know.
Nonetheless, Ollie's been. I get home from the office. I go in the house. You can hear him. I'm in the basement coming upstairs. Dad, 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 Dad. As I'm walking up the steps.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. It's like one of the best feelings.
It really is.
Yeah.
And you guys know how nuts Ollie's
just
is.
laugh, right?
Ollie's just nuts. But I get in there and that kid's Dad, Dad, Dad. And I open the door and I turn the corner and I see him. Dad! And he jets at me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
What does Sam say about it?
she loves. Well, he still has his mama moments. It's not like they've won away. It's just he's actually been showing me
Yeah.
as much of affection.
Sam's like, not my boy.
Well, yeah, she definitely has associated with him.
Yeah.
And she always laughs because I always told her when we were dating, what if I just acted like you? Could you handle yourself? And she would say, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. And I always joke now, I'm like, welcome to what I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Yep. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
That's what Cassie
There
said
you
in the
go.
room.
Yeah.
Here's yourself right here.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, gosh.
So, because Grayson's me. Grayson acts like me, the whole thing. Ollie is Sam. There is no question. The way he acts, his attitude, the whole thing. And Sam knows it. She knows it. But
Oh, you guys are funny.
Well, so first things first. My mother is probably listening, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her. When you bring up things I say on the show, you should probably not say it in front of my daughter, who I've been, saying we're having trouble. My mom told
No!
Cassie in front of Olivia
Oh, no!
that Olivia has not been talking too much to me, so that's fun.
Oh, did you break Liv's heart?
do you give her
Is
access
she giving
to
you
YouTube on
now?
her
Wait,
phone?
is she now giving you pity points?
I don't know, but the other night she did talk my ear off. Right? like so the girls were out, Cassie and Sam were out, and I put the kids to bed. And Olivia would not let me leave her. She just like kept talking to me. She showed me her play she's working on. She showed me this, showed me that.
Then she talked to me.
He's so happy right now.
Then she talked to me about she wants to write a book. She wants to write a book about 6th grade detectives. She's gonna write a book about 6th grade.
It's actually kind of cool.
So,
like that.
and she was telling me about that. And she's gonna start by writing the back cover first, and then she's gonna show her teacher, and then she's gonna. But literally, it took me like 30 minutes to get out of her room the other night. And I can only think that it's because my mother said something in front of her. So, Mom, if you're listening right now, which I know you are, trying to not say stuff. So if if we say something in confidence about somebody, let's not say it in front of that somebody. Anyway.
This show's parentally censored, right? That's why the kids can't watch it.
This is hilarious.
The kids can't watch it, but then my parental mother actually went and told my parental daughter,
non-parental
daughter in front of her. Yeah.
So that you talk about her on the show.
So he's like, my daddy thinks I hate him.
But so something cool was announced recently, and it's going to be hopefully a Christmas present for Olivia. And my mother better not say a fucking goddamn word. But Taylor Swift is coming.
Oh yeah, I heard that they're so expensive.
I don't know what the tickets are, but I'm hoping to get 3 tickets, one for either Cassie or I.
Ooh, you better get on it. I'm pretty sure they're sold out already.
They were pre-sale today. I checked.
They sell out on it.
Well, it's fine. We're at the buy resale probably. But anyway, so we're hoping to buy 1 ticket for one of us, 1 ticket for Olivia, and then 1 ticket for one of her friends. But Taylor Swift is coming. I will totally go to a Tay-Tay concert. I will enjoy that for sure.
Shake it off. Shake it.
I'm already looking them up for you right now.
It's gonna be a couple $100 to take.
Oh my god, yeah. It's gonna be like pretty much like
honestly, Taylor Swift is one of the unique people that I question whether or not she might be touring much longer. Right, and she's been kind of Olivia's like favorite artist for such a long time that like I almost want to just bite the bullet and get like backstage passes or like whatever.
You're gonna be spending like $3 million.
I might be spending a lot of money on this, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so anyways, that is something we're probably gonna look at for Christmas for Olivia, but it doesn't come till June. So, with you as a child,
how many tickets do you want? 5? 3.
You said you, Cassie, Olivia, and a guest.
You're not going.
Or me, Olivia, and one of her.
You don't want to do 4?
He ain't going.
No, it'll be 3.
Okay.
It'll be 3.
Okay, so where do you want to be?
Where are you at right now? Ticketmaster was crashed earlier, so.
I'm on it though.
You're on StubHub is where you're at.
Okay, well, we're on it though.
But anyways.
You want to be in section.
So when you let me ask you a question. I need to ask you guys a question. When you were 11, would you have wanted
Section 8? Just so you know, is $1,804 each.
Nice, I like it. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. When you guys were 11 years old,
these are $2,200.
It doesn't matter price. When you were 11 years old, would you have wanted a Christmas present that wasn't going to come into fruition until June?
Yes, if it was Tay-Tay and they were $4,635 each. In Section 8.
If there was something I really wanted, yes, I wouldn't care when it was coming.
Who'd you like at 11? What was your...
Dude, my first concert, do you remember the band President of the United States of America?
Yeah, I do!
That was my first
concert. Yeah! That's great. You know who my first concert was?
Who?
Sammy Hagar.
Okay.
My mom took us to... It was Sammy when he just left Van Halen and went on his own, and he had his first album, and he went on the tour.
Can I tell you who the opening act for President of the United States of America was? To this day, I can't believe it, because I have proof of it from when I was young. Green Day opened for them.
Wow, open for that.
Green Day opened for them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Green Day should have been the headliner.
Yeah,
well, they were President of the United States. They had 1 CD.
Right.
Yeah.
And Green Day's made.
It was probably when they first came out, though. It was like at that time.
That was in the 90s. Green Day came out before them.
I want to say like it was like NSYNC and like Pink or something.
That sounds like a fun concert.
Probably
Something like
could.
that.
Probably would have been.
My first favorite, like, what was your first like memorable concert? That's the question. Because Sammy Hagar was cool, but like that was my mom's concert more than my concert.
Mine is who I said, Presidents.
I'd probably say
Who's your first memorable concert?
I feel like if you went to NSYNC and Pink, that
it
would
probably
be your first
would.
memorable.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I mean, my most favorite concert of all time was with this guy when we went to Eminem.
Yeah,
However,
for sure.
that was fucking awesome. However, my first memorable concert was I was 13 years old. I went with my Uncle Rich to, it was Mudvayne was the opening artist.
It's a good show.
Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
and Metallica.
I've seen all of them. They're all great.
And I think it was in Cincinnati is where we went.
Wait, did you say
I
that,
remember
like,
that tour. That was
that
Metallica.
you were young and you got like
I was super
high off the crowd?
Both my uncle, who's never smoked weed, he's got in contact buzz. We were both high off of the contact buzz. We were so hungry, and then like my uncle's like, dude, I'm not spending this much money on a hot dog, right? So like we went and crushed Eden Park afterwards. Like it was the most.
You know the concert we went to a few years ago? That's
You know
what
what,
we
you
did
probably-
afterwards too.
Yeah.
Went to Eden Park.
I mean, dude, we put Eden Park out of business after
I
that
believe it.
concert. But I will say, out of all, so Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Metallica, Mudvayne, like great concert. The one that sticks out to me as a 13-year-old boy was Limp Bizkit, and this was towards the end.
It was awesome.
This was towards the end of their reign, right, of being a great metal
So then
band.
you got the blue eyes. And
But,
things like
but
that.
Fred Durst came through the whole audience,
Mhm.
and he walked right by me. He was like fucking 5'4" or whatever. He's super short. He got up on stage. He's just like talking. He's like, "Okay, I want to bring some ladies up on stage. Like, show me your titties." Like all these women just like fucking went titties everywhere. I'm 13 years old. There's titties everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. And then he brought all these women up on stage, and there was just naked women walking all over the stage as he's performing, and he's jumping off of like 12-foot speakers. And dude, as a 13-year-old, Limp Bizkit was the best concert
Yeah, I
ever. Like
love that.
Metallica was nothing compared to Limp Bizkit.
That probably still would be the best concert if they would do that right now. I'd probably be like,
Titties!
Do you know that whole tour? Metallica did a DVD album on that tour, and Linkin Park
Bring it
did the
back!
same thing.
Limp Bizkit, we want to see a new
They both
tour.
did.
What's that?
They both did that tour was started in Houston, Texas.
I
It was
love that he
one-
knows the history of it.
I knew it because Linkin Park's one of my favorite bands.
I know, I get it.
Nonetheless, they made a DVD record, a Blu-ray, DVD, whatever record out of it, and they produced it out of Texas based off that tour. And they both made it separately, but yeah, that I actually watched on Netflix. They had a bio of the Woodstock from '99.
My only problem with Linkin Park on that tour, and I think it's the third time I saw Linkin Park, and I think they did it quite consistently. They would literally stop in the middle of a song and tell you to pick up everybody off the ground in the mosh pit.
Yeah, that was them.
And I'm just like, shut the fuck up and keep playing. But I wish I would have like just
That was
enjoyed
Chester.
the fact that Chester was up there just killing it,
Yeah.
and I didn't. I didn't enjoy that.
That was
right?
definitely a Chester thing.
I was almost mad at Chester for doing stupid stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like
Now you realize.
now, I was like, fuck! I saw a legend up on stage and didn't cherish it. You know?
and you have to take it into effect now. What we know of how mentally messed up he was.
R.I.P. brother.
Right.
R.I.P.
So
All right. Well, with that being said, I think we've talked a lot tonight.
we did.
No, we just got here.
Sean chugged the beer tonight.
It's college days. Actually,
1, 2, 3.
Boom. Yeah, man. Not going to motherfucker.
Deuces! Lois, don't tell our secrets.